This is taking longer than it should. They've been flexible and adaptable, deploying their forces in ways that play to their strengths. I'm loath to admit it, but they're a formidable foe.
And it seems that with every fight, their individual forces appear to be growing stronger. Liu Bei's army is nothing like the stories we've heard. Can this military strategist of theirs, this Zhuge Liang, be making such a difference?
I think so. Cao Cao said that Liu Bei's greatest strength is his ability to sway people with emotion. Now that Zhuge Liang is working for them, something might have changed in Liu Bei's heart, and the hearts of those who follow him.
A warrior's fighting spirit and his heart are one and the same. A weapon wielded without passion is mere tempered iron, but a weapon guided by a fighting spirit is terrifying, even in the hands of a child.
If you say so. I prefer to leave such thoughts to the philosophers while men like us focus on action. So let's bring back a full report on the battle and let Cao Cao and his strategists muse over the explanations, eh?
Have you heard? They say there's a...
So this is about Zhuge Liang.
Yes. You're old acquaintances, aren't you? Can you tell me about him? What kind of man is he?
Eccentric without question, but also a genius of the highest order. I'm clever enough, I won't deny it, but I could never match the depth of his understanding and insights.
A genius, huh? Can you tell me more?
How about a story? This was a long time ago, back when we were students. There was a group of us, including myself and Zhuge Liang. We were discussing our futures, and Zhuge Liang was telling us what we would become. You'll be a governor, you were regional official, and so on. He doled out our destinies with a look of amusement. Then one of our classmates interrupted and asked, "What about you?" Zhuge Liang stopped, turned to our classmate and said, "Me? Why, I'll become neither governor nor magistrate. I'll be the next Guanzhong. Or maybe Yue Yi."
He said that? Guanzhong was the Chancellor of Qi, and Yue Yi, the military ruler of Yan. They are great heroes of the past, each truly singular.
My classmate scoffed at his reply. After all, he couldn't be serious, could he? He was a mere scribe, just like them. But now, years later, here we are. The classmates who laughed at Zhuge Liang have gone on to do exactly as he foretold.
Sounds like it was more than guesswork on his part.
When my classmates claimed that he was just making random guesses, he laughed at them. Will he go down in history as a peerless military strategist? I truly believe he has the skills to make that happen. But only one man truly knows him and understands his genius. The fledgling phoenix, Pan Tong.
I see. Our military strategists are clever men, masters of their trade. But it seems he may be at another level entirely.
I heard he has been living as a hermit, holed up somewhere. It would not be an easy task to speak with him.
Lord Cao Cao said that Liu Bei's strength was his ability to sway people with emotion, yes? Perhaps this alliance is proof of that. Thank you for telling me this. It's given me another headache, to be sure. But it's always better to be informed.
We've been victorious in the initial stage of our invasion of Jing, but I suspect we may yet face a challenge.
This Zhuge Liang, the sleeping dragon as they call him, is a worthy adversary. We drove Liu Bei out of Runan and into Jing province. A victory, yes, but one which we may come to regret in the coming weeks.
But Liu Bei has not taken control of Jing. After Liu Biao succumbed to his illness, his son Liu Song inherited the province. A blessing in disguise, you might say.
Liu Bei should have taken the chance to seize the province for himself, but luckily for us, he is not that sort of man. He let the opportunity slip by. No matter how many geniuses he gathers around himself, ultimately, he lacks true ruthlessness. In a way, it's one of his strengths, but also his greatest weakness.
Indeed. It's been a recurring pattern across his career. Because of it, he's never managed to seize a land to serve as his base. If he ever did, if he were to become the ruler of a province, then he would be a major threat.
Yes, I agree. Shishu, do you have counsel for me?
No, my lord. Not at this time.
Then I shall send a great army to quash Liu Bei now, lest he turn Jing into a fortress. We must slay the serpent before it can gather the clouds around it and become a dragon.
Liu Thong was surprisingly quick to make his decision. He hung his head and surrendered as soon as he realized his cause was lost.
Liu Bei and his people escaped from Xiangyang. Now he is heading for Jiangxia, no doubt to appeal for aid from Liu Qi, Liu Song's older brother.
Liu Bei and his people? That is unusual, for both the leader and the peasants who willingly follow him.
Not for Liu Bei. He has the power to sway people to his will. It is not surprising he is able to command such loyalty.
I would scarce believe it possible, but the evidence is there before us, and I cannot deny it. Now quickly, gather your best men and go after him. We cannot let him reach Jiangxia under any circumstances.
Ha!
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Go and get them!
Look! It's Cao Cao's army! Cao Cao has come!
We don't have time to worry about the peasants. Hurry after Liu Bei! Draws here!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
You won't be reaching Lord Liu Bei without cutting me down first!
I admire your spirit, but we will pass. Mark my words.
Look! It's Cao Cao's army! Cao Cao has come!
As long as we are here, the defenseless will not be harmed. As is Liu Bei's command.
We defeat this officer, and the people will flee. We need not scare the peasants more than necessary.
You finally caught up.
Now to go after Liu Bei.
I've been bested.
The enemy officer
Go ahead, brother.
has been defeated.
Zhao Yun and I shall hold them here.
But... Very well.
Take this.
You are to return alive and unharmed, you hear?
Out of my way. Damn you! I shall slay Liu Bei myself.
Cao soldiers! Someone help us!
Can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No good. I can't keep up anymore.
Let's go.
The common folk who trust in me have been caught up in the fight. Was this march a mistake?
Yes! Cao's forces are attacking innocent people? Those rotten bastards! Somebody, please help! Lord Liu Bei's son, Ado! He's been left behind!
Lord Zhongfei, let me go. Hold the position here. I shall bring back Ado.
Forward, march! Cowardly servants of Cao, heed my words. Here stands Zhongfei of Yan. Come at me if you crave death! Take this. That name needs nothing. He stands alone. Surround him! Then bring it on! I'll take you all on at once!
Ado, it's good to see you unharmed. Zhao Yun shall protect you with my life.
Forward, march!
We managed to cut them off just like Lord Jiashu said. Now keep Liu Bei occupied.
I can't take another step.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's catch up to Liu Bei while we can.
We cannot stop here.
We must keep pushing on.
This territory, the enemy officer
Stop where you
has been
are.
defeated.
Going anywhere. I'll make sure you fall by my sword. We have no time to waste on the likes of you. Out of our way!
A brave hero without equal. A true army of one. So that's who Zhongfei is.
Is that all? Come on! Who's next?
The battle is more or less going as expected. We should make our way to Lord Liu Bei.
I have to fight you. All right. Let's do this!
Cao Cao soldiers have gone away! Quickly! Let's flee now while we can!
Bear witness to my power.
I am a dragon, burning with fury. And I will
Rip apart any who dare to get in my way! It's as if my blade was cutting nothing but air! Truly,
The enemy officer has been defeated.
There's no way you can catch up, so don't bother chasing me.
Zhuge Liang, you've made it. Discussions in Jiangxia went well, I take it?
Without issue. Lord Guan Yu should arrive in due time with reinforcements. I will now prepare for Cao Cao's main force. Once we rout their officers, they can start putting our plans into place.
We've fended off their officers and will begin preparations as
The
instructed
enemy
by Lord
officer
Zhuge Liang.
has been defeated.
damn it! I gotta retreat for now. I hope you can get away safely.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall not abandon hope. Oh, my might!
leave the rest up to you.
Bear witness to my power.
This appears to be as far as we go.
All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Such impressive feats. You are truly a warrior with no equal.
This appears to be as far as we go.
An opening.
Take care.
Let's go. Bear witness to my power. Let's go.
We've rid ourselves of those troublemakers. Now, we can start preparations in earnest.
To victory!
Liu Bei must not be allowed to escape.
All forces are to pursue him with every man available.
Victory!
Now advance!
That's Cao Cao's main force. It's over for us if they catch up to us. We must hurry!
Between Tuan here and Zhuge Liang, I don't think we're getting out of this easily.
An opening.
So you would try to stop us. There's much to say.
But now, we fight! Shan't waver! I won't be... Bear witness to my power. Let's get serious.
We must consider
The enemy
our
officer
safety first.
has been defeated. Pull back.
We must find a way to overcome this situation.
Let's wipe them out while they're confused.
Now, rain arrows upon them!
What's going on? An attack?
The enemy
They've cut off our route.
To my power.
Looks like we will have to go around.
This is the last thing we need. No doubt this is Zhuge Liang's work as well.
Is that it?
I was unprepared.
The enemy
I
officer
know now how
has been
ill-prepared I
defeated.
was. I will retreat.
Let's go. We can let you go no further. I, Zheng He, will put an end to your grand escape. We are so close. Press onward. We shall stand victorious. It's in sight. Just a little further. Hold strong, everyone.
Let's give it to them! My ambition cannot be stopped.
infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Everything has gone according to plan. Now, we just eliminate the enemy.
My apologies for the wait. We've come with forces borrowed from Jiangsha. Loose at will! Let's go. I'm glad you're all right, brother. Now, leave the rest to me.
Gladly. I'm counting on you, Guan Yu.
Now. Let's go.
Time to end this! Concentrate. Bear witness to my power. I've been waiting for this. Is this the end for me? After all the sacrifices my comrades have made for me, shall I repay them? Lord Liu Bei, we'll hold them off. Escape while you can. Show our children and grandchildren. Show them a world
The enemy
in which
officer
they can live freely and without strife.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You have my word. I will make it a reality.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So he managed to get away. A man of Liu Bei's capabilities is a threat indeed. So, Liu Bei's escaped us again.
I truly thought we had him. It should have been over.
So now what?
There's no point continuing this chase any further. We would just be sacrificing more men.
It pains me to say it, but I agree. I'll gather our troops and withdraw to Shenyang.
Good. Liu Bei, just as I foresaw, you have become the main obstacle standing in my way. But if you insist on taking to the skies like a dragon, you leave me no choice but to shoot you down. It is down to fate now. When we meet again, we will find out once and for all which of us has been chosen by the heavens.
What a battle. I can scarcely believe all that happened. Lord Zhao Yun, charging alone through Cao Cao's camp. Lord Zhang Fei, standing alone and fighting what seemed like an entire army. Despite knowing the danger, the people of Xiangyang were following Lord Liu Bei all the way to Jiangxia. I doubt anyone ever imagined such a thing was possible. Did you? Yes, exactly. I think so too. Only those who have experienced it themselves can understand the mysterious sway that Lord Liu Bei holds over the people. People's hearts are a strange and puzzling thing. With heart alone, a mediocre warrior can transform himself into an army of one, while powerless peasants can be turned into a mighty army. That is why Cao Cao fears Lord Liu Bei, his power to sway the hearts of the people. That alone makes him more formidable than the mightiest warrior. But then, hearts are also fickle and change like the wind. Lord Cao Cao seeks to govern the world with reason. This is a firmer foundation, and that is why I believe he is the stronger of the two. But which of these two ways will sway the people? Which path does the world seek from its heroes? Perhaps the next battle will provide the answer.
Liu Bei has moved from Jiangxia to Fangkou. He may be seeking refuge with the Sun clan.
The Sun clan. They were in their prime under Sun Ce, but since the succession, they have been weakened by internal conflict and intrigue.
That said, Wu remains one of the most powerful forces in the realm today, comparable only to ourselves and to Liu Jiang of Bashu. I imagine Liu Bei is carefully considering who to ally with against us. Liu Jiang or Sun Quan?
Of those two, Sun Quan is the clear choice. Consider his officers, Cheng Pu, Huang Gai, and Heng Deng, followed by Zhou Yu and Lu Su. A fine mix of age and wisdom with youth and intelligence.
Yes, but we have the superior force and an overwhelming advantage in numbers. We could try to contact Wu and ask for their surrender.
Yes. If they were wise and the terms were fair, they would surely consider it, especially once they see the size of our army.
It's worth a try. Send an envoy. Sun Jian or Sun Ce would simply reject the offer no matter the terms. But with Sun Quan in charge, perhaps they will listen to reason.
And if they do refuse our terms, we will simply apply pressure on the Sun clan and fracture their coalition.
Yes, and while we wait for a reply, we can continue training our naval forces.
Our troops are men of the plains, not the sea. We need experienced naval officers to make them into seafarers.
Wu is located on the banks of the Yangtze River, and they likely have sailors aplenty. Whereas I doubt our army holds a single experienced mariner.
Perhaps we could enlist the help of the officers we captured in Jing. Many of them are well versed in naval matters.
We have little choice in the matter. We cannot avoid a fight on the river and will need their aid. Reorganize our forces, taking into account our disadvantage on the water. We want as many ships and men as we can afford. This may be our only opportunity to smash those who oppose us in one fell swoop. We can't...
A wandering general with barely an army to his name convinced them to join him in fighting the greatest army in the realm.
By sheer force of will, he's dragged a whole nation into his war. Liu Bei's is as troublesome as I feared.
What say you, my lord? It is no small matter to go to war against a nation as powerful as Wu.
It changes nothing. Our goal remains the same. We will continue the naval training and trust in our strategy to win the day. If we fool ourselves into thinking he is guided by anything other than emotion and instinct, the road to victory will be hard. We can only defeat Liu Bei with our own logic and reason.
Why, if it isn't Shishu? How long has it been?
Pang Tong, what brings you here?
I'm here to respond to an offer. Lord Cao Cao has asked me to join his army.
Ah, you too, eh?
You don't sound pleased, Shishu. As long as I've known you, you've always chosen the difficult road. I wish you'd try doing what you want more often.
What I want? Well, that's easier said than done. I'm no sleeping dragon, nor am I a fledgling phoenix. I've neither talons to catch the clouds, nor wings to soar through the sky. I'm bound to land, a humble woodlouse hurrying about its business.
No man is without shackles, no matter how free he thinks he is. That goes for peasants, generals, and yes, even Zhuge Liang. But even shackled, it is up to each of us to decide how to make the most of our situation.
Oh?
Yes, dragons and phoenixes soar through the sky, but we must not overlook the mice and lice scurrying upon the ground. They may sometimes gaze up at the great flying beasts with envy, but then they grit their teeth and carry on with their own business. That is how you've always been, and I admire you for it.
Lord Pang Tong, Lord Cao Cao wishes to see you. He is waiting in his tent.
Ah, duty calls. And this old phoenix must heed the summons. Until next time, then.
Pang Tong.
Ah, it's you. But I suppose it's only natural we'd run into each other. Simple. I'm in Lord Cao Cao's service now. When two men have different aspirations, it's only natural that they each follow their own path, which is what we've decided to do. These are turbulent times, after all. Your own path's taken a few twists and turns, hasn't it? No man under heaven has the right to gainsay another man's path, not when he's chosen it of his own volition. This path that I'm on now, well, it's the one I've chosen. And I won't be stepping off it, no matter what anyone says.
We have enough ships, and enough men. We also have the fledgling Phoenix's plan, and an insider. We've done all we can to prepare.
But even so, the joint forces of Sun Quan and Liu Bei are deployed on the Yangtze River and at Chibi, ready and waiting for our assault. Soldiers are valuable, not to be sacrificed. If the enemy were wise, they would never fight a battle that they thought they were destined to lose.
So you're saying they see a path to victory?
In numbers, we have the overwhelming advantage, but we must entertain the idea that they have devised the means to level the odds.
That makes sense. But what could it be?
Here, what worries me most is the chance of a fire attack. A massive fleet of vessels, packed tight on a river, will be a tempting target. But such an attack is risky. It's more than just setting a few fires amongst the enemy. Flame is a fickle enemy. Depending on the direction of the wind, the blaze can easily be swept towards one's own ships and men. The great Sun Tzu himself warned that fire attacks should only be used under certain circumstances.
The direction of the prevailing winds on the Yangtze seemed to preclude the possibility of a fire attack. For this reason, I too support Lord Pang Tong's proposal. We should chain our ships together and form a stable platform across the river.
This would address the problem of our soldiers getting seasick. But what if the winds were to change direction?
I doubt that would happen. It's not impossible, I grant you that, but still, unlikely.
Which is why we will be counting on you. We may have cause to call upon your power as the Guardian of Peace.
You have the power to read the movement of the air itself, yes? Which means you'll be able to tell us the instant the winds change direction.
Humility is all well and good, but I know you can do it. I've been relying on your extraordinary talents for a long time now. Ever since we fought the Yellow Turbans many moons ago. You mustn't forget that more than any man, I know exactly what you're capable of. Now is the time to claim the mantle of greatness. After all, you are my Zluan, remember?